Good morning and welcome to day 51 on the AT. Rolled up to the shelter last night around 6:30, not quite, a little bit before. It was tent city up in here. Didn't realize everyone was stopping short because that was the shelter where you start the Damascus Marathon, Iron Mountain Shelter, so 26.2 to Damascus. You girl will not be doing that, clearly, because I just had my longest day ever yesterday at 16 miles, and we are not jumping up 10 more miles in one day, because I am not stupid. And so, yeah, it was good seeing everyone. Iron Horse and Stumbleina were there. 110 and Ovenbird had pushed ahead because they weren't doing the marathon, so they wanted to go a little bit further. Michael, my savior, brought some cortisone cream out to the shelter for me last night, so hopefully we can get these bites dried up and I can start to be not so itchy and a little bit happier about things. So woke up early this morning around 5 o'clock. Took me a while to get going. It's about 6:45 right now, but happy to be starting earlier than the last few days because it has been hot and I like to get some miles in early. Hopefully tomorrow I can get going even better. So yeah, another 16-mile day to, I think it's Abingdon Gap Shelter, and that way I just have like 10 miles into Damascus tomorrow. I'm not planning on zeroing in Damascus, but doing my 2 longest days back to back, my body may tell me otherwise, so we will listen if it says to do that. I was gonna stay at Lady Di's in Damascus because everyone has talked about how wonderful she and her hostel are, but she actually, when I texted her, said that she was closed for the rest of May due to a personal matter, so I was very sad to hear that. She was dealing with something, so I don't know where I'm staying. I'm thinking about, there's a church that will take you in for a $10 donation, and so I may do that. I don't need a lot. I just need to charge my stuff and take a shower. I probably don't need to take a shower, but man, the days have been gross lately, so it would be nice to take a shower. But yeah, here we go. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you can tell, but we're above the clouds. There's the ridge line, and then there's all the clouds below. Pretty cool. Wow, I turn the corner and see the biggest flame azalea bush I've seen yet. Wow, so pretty. Oh my gosh, there's actually trail magic here. I never believe it actually exists. Huge thank you to Leslie. She is out supporting her husband and 2 of his friends as they section hike, and she was doing some trail magic. I've never been so thankful for a 9 a.m. hot dog in my life. It was delicious. Also brownies and chips, an apple, lemonade, have a Gatorade to go, and we're moving onward. So that was fantastic. I actually packed out 2 hot dogs that I will be eating for lunch shortly, and now I'm walking through a beautiful meadow. It's a good day. Oh my gosh, totally forgot this barn was coming up soon. Yay! Ah, so cool to see in person. This is a pretty cool bench, not gonna lie. Haven't seen anything like this out here yet. I feel like I'm losing my mind because the last 2 days I keep smelling potatoes, and not like the instant mashed potatoes, like real potatoes. Like, why am I smelling this? Just made it to the first shelter. Thought about stopping there for lunch, but after having the hot dog, I'm not that hungry, and there was no one there, but there was like a strange looking tent set up nearby. So I decided to push on, keep going. I'm about halfway done with the day already, almost, and it's 11 o'clock. So feeling good, pretty cruisy day, happy to say. Loving all these massive ferns. So cool. Oh, I have to say, my feet are really hurting me today, especially on the downhills. I so need a break, but there just hasn't really been anywhere good to stop since that shelter. No like logs or anything. I'm less than a mile, actually less than half a mile from a parking area that's supposed to have some picnic tables. So I'm like hoping I make it there before it starts raining so I can take a bit of a break, get my pack off, rest my feet, eat those 2 hot dogs I packed out. Oh, but yeah, the trail is just so like overgrown through here, which is pretty, but means there's nowhere to stop. And also trying to get miles in because we know storms are coming later. I'm at the back of the pack right now, no surprise there. Haven't seen Tom since mile 2, almost to mile 11 right now. Haven't seen Mojo since Trail Magic. She rolled out of there faster than I did. So on my own, but that is good with me. I'm used to hiking alone. I'm 0.2 from the picnic tables, and it's starting to rain. I'm so sad. I just want a break. Stumbled upon a campsite, so it's not raining too hard, so I'm sitting on a rock eating my hot dogs real quick, giving these dogs a bit of a break before the rain comes too hard. Looks like I shouldn't have eaten my hot dogs. Is that more trail magic? What is today? This is insane. More trail magic from Emoji, who I met a couple weeks ago. So nice. Today's been awesome. No regrets not doing the Damascus Marathon. Well, I think it's finally stopped for the most part. Right after I left Emoji's Trail Magic, the bottom dropped out, and torrential rain storm, raining sideways, thunder and lightning, and here I am walking up this mountain, and it felt honestly like one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my life, because I think that is my first time walking up a mountain while it's lightning. But yeah, it's like I have to walk up this mountain. Like, I don't really have a choice. That's where shelter is. But it goes against everything you're taught to do. You know, you're not supposed to get higher when it's lightning. But here we were. that's what we did. The trail was a river, so of course I was singing Peace Like a River, and my feet have been sore, so I just told myself that walking in that river was me soaking my feet in a nice cold stream. It didn't work, but that's what I told myself. All right, so I don't know how far we made it. I need to check the map and see, but we should be getting to shelter and stop in for the day in about less than 2 hours. Mojo and Tom were both at Emoji's Trail Magic, and they rolled out just before I did, so they're up ahead. We figure we'll probably have the shelter all to ourselves tonight, since everyone was aiming for Damascus. At least that's our hope, so we can get nice and dry. So while it was raining, I pushed myself pretty hard. I was trying to move as fast as I could, and I did the same thing last time we got caught in a really bad rainstorm coming down into nature's end. And it's crazy how when you're in that storm and you're pushing really hard, like, you just push through any pain you might have. But then the rain stops and you go back to, a normal pace, and that pain catches up with you. My feet are not okay right now. I think we will probably be zeroing in Damascus, because I think my body, or at least my feet, is going to insist upon it. Yeah, I'm not feeling good. I mean, I'm feeling good, but my feet aren't feeling good. If it wasn't for the fact there's no water until the shelter, and more storms could come later tonight, I would probably just find a place and stop. But it's less than 2 miles. I'm gonna make it. Oof. On the bright side, the cortisone cream definitely helped. Thank you, Michael. I've had a random itch here or there, but for the most part, I've been itch-free, and most of the bumps have gone down. They're not swollen anymore. They seem to be drying up, so very good news. Thankful for that, at least. I'm being pretty hard on myself right now. I'm almost to the shelter, about 0.2. My feet are just in so much pain. And I'm mad at myself because I pushed myself and I couldn't handle it. It's like, this is the easy stretch of trail. This is the part of trail where people do 26 miles. This is the Damascus Marathon stretch. And I do 2 back-to-back 16s for the first time. My body is mad at me. And I'm going to need to take a break. And I'm going to need to slow it down. And that's frustrating, because I really, really want to start doing bigger miles. And my feet just aren't capable of it. And I know people tell me, they're like, your feet are supposed to hurt. Like, they're not supposed to feel good at the end of this. Like, I mean, I get that. We're pushing our bodies. But there's a normal level of pain. And I don't know what that is. But all I know is I hurt. And I definitely need a break now. And I wish I didn't.